wefula omugezigezi wano gwe ajotegeera nti baby I think we need to settle down, we've been in a relationship, it's been long overdue, yeah, gwe ajotegeera nti baby banaye tulina okutandika okupangisa, baby ndowooza tubadde mu kipangisa for long tuzimbe, baby ndowooza oguleyo akamotoka, like abakyala tulengera wala abaami ne basifuula ntondo, omukyala yasobola otegeera n'agamba baby omwana naakuze atandika okusoma, ye nga abadde takirowoozaamu, abadde alowooza kufuna sente ze, kulya, kunywa, kwambala, kube, you understand, abasajja abamu tebalina n'accounts, ekyo badde okimanyi. Most of them they do not have accounts, bank accounts, basharinga na mukazi. Okimanyi wali abasajja nga akyanotunula ku Land Road, amugamba gwe yanoonya ennyumba, sasula ennyumba, abaana bo gwe abasomesa, gwe yabafunira essomero, gendayo. Twebuuza lwaki abaami tebakyajja mu masomero. It's because us women, we look far compared to them.
Milka, mbadde manyi omusajja is the head of the family. Being the head of the family is like the vision bearer of the family. He's the one that gives that sense of direction in the family. And you are a helper. A helper. You're supposed to help. So you're not supposed to override the man's vision. You're not supposed to take the direction that you're taking.
Yeah, that's what Doreen is saying. Yes, it's true.
It's very true. But why do you think they say that get married to a man who is older? Ng'akuze mu birowoozo. Bwemwenkanya ebirowoozo kati oli aba asetolinze. He's now ready to be the head. Okukulowooleza. Naye you find a relationship where ng'omusajja tannakola. Talowooza.
Milka, me what I...
in sense of maturity.
Me what I think, abantu bano both ways, a woman and a man, what you've started in your relationship, chechibeera.
Chitya.
Woba omanyiriza omusajja nga waakagenda mu makaage nti this is what I do, you will do it constantly. Immediately you change a little. Immediately you change. Ngagamba, this is not the milk I met. Woba wamumanyiza nga wamusanga nti in the house ogenda kugula buli kimu. Believe me, ayinza okwesuulirayo gwa nagamba. Kuba amanyi nti agenda kudda. Nga milk waba avudde ku mulimu ku baba, agenda yitira mu katale agule buli kimu, agenda yitira mu supermarket alete buli kimu. So he will come home. But balance. Omulage nti yes, I know letako kino. Nange wenkomawo na kino.
In other words, kati nemba mu dating ng'otandikirawo no limiting expectations. Like, because we're looking at setting a balance here. How do you do that? How do you do that? Because when you're starting out with this man, you're pulling out your best shots.
Well, you leave alone this dating of kugenda ku date for one night, for one evening, then you go back home and all that. That is a whole different thing. When you get home, olunaku olusoose ng'omwana omuto w'omuyigiriza nti do this kyaba amanyi. N'omukazi naye, not only the men, but n'omukazi omusajja wo bw'akumanyiza nti akufunye leero, akumanyiriza nti agenda kuwa buli kimu, that is how you're going to be. Era lwatagenda kuwa, you're going to be like, they don't got ampadde. N'omusajja naye bw'atyo bw'abeera. So build the man you want, build the woman you want.
I told them.
Because we're talking about a man who is responsible, a man who is taking care of his family. He like pays the dues, whatever bills are there. He takes care of his woman. Namanya ate mnaye mchala wanga inogenda ko mu salon. Akaviri akateleze waliwo abasajja babimanyira abamanyi ya retouch babimanyira manti growth kati akuze yetagenda mu retouch. We love that. We are women.
If you're working now, let's bring it in this manya n'abasajja nabo yadde twabakyawa naye tubeereko
ani yakyawa ani ozijukiza kali ka TikTok nze z'obutayagala musajja
tulowoozeko mwene embeera. A man pays rent if you're still renting.
Which is his job to do?
It is not his job, it is his
responsibility.
Nasasula water bills, nasasula TV, nasasula amazzi.
His responsibility.
Emmere buli kimu ewaka weekindi. kati naawe omukyala ng'okola, would it be bad if you took care of yourself n'omanya nti kati nze nina okwambala nina okukola
I am whose wife?
But-
I am whose wife?
mukyala wange
Sorry, kazina sekazina. I am whose wife? I am my
And who is the head of the
And
family?
who is the head of the family?
kati sente ezizo ziteeka bamuseke mumuwulire where do you put your
Kati
money?
sente
No, I can choose.
bamenyera omusezi omukyala
This is what I know from experience. Omuchala, much as we've defined the roles of a man, maybe paying rent, maybe building a house, buying a car, taking care of fees and all that. Waliwo ebintu ebirala buno accruing expenses obeera wa around.
Yeah, that is actually yes.
Yeah, that's
Wetaaga okugula ekimuli ky'okumeza for example. Togenda kuwandiika list omugee twetaaga ebimuli by'okumeza, glass zayatika bamaidi bazikozesa zaggwawo, fooko zibuze siziraba. Mulimu ebyo.
Sente y'ekikaza owegenda.
And maintenance is a daily role by the way.
Yeah.
It is a daily
abasajja
role.
tebamanyi sente zaffe gye zigenda
Bazigenda mu family.
Sokolindeko
Mubo.
abaana bano yamanya asasudde fees amaze ne mulimu abasajja abatamanyi lugoye engoye z'abaana gye bazitunda for example engoye z'abaana engoye zino zikaddiwa omwana olina omugulira engoye endala bakula ne baza outgrowing ezo zonna ziba sente za mukyalo omwana engatto ajambala nekaddiwa oba ne nga yeetaaga
Omwami yamanyi ku lunaku lukulu agenda okugula olugoye.
ekirala beerabira you will never see a man buying akatambala buying a belt buying stockings we buy those things
Where do men get money from?
They work.
They do work.
Men get
They
money.
work.
They work buy
Kati nze kamba weeyo example. Tuyinza okuba nga twava mu ssomero lyerimu. We all get employed. Nze nyinza okuba nga nfunako ne sente ezisingako eza my hobby. Naye mu myaka 5
man
ogenda
develops
kusanga
fast.
my hobby alina emmotoka nga yagyegulira. Alina ennyumba.
abasajja bakutula ddiiru abasajja bakutula kale era
Kiki ky'olowooza? Zena, what do you think? Where do they get the money?
Let me ask, let me tell you, do you know a man, if he doesn't have a woman, he will never have accountability for his money?
Bazijawa.
They work and multiply.
Yeah, bakola.
We also work.
waliwo ekyenjawulo you people
Ekikazi ogimanyi.
we're talking about mwenkanonkano wandole naye truth is era abasajja balina kye batusinga by design God didn't design us to be equal. We were not equal at creation.
Finally, someone
Omusajja alina roles ze era ne bwolaba oba osoma Bible olaba nti omusajja alina obuvunaanyizibwa obwamuweebwa n'omukyala alina obwo obwamuweebwa. In a way it was not meant clashing but to complement one another. We're supposed to complement each other. Nti ono waina obunafu ono namuyambako.
That's why the
ono watasobodde
side by side.
ono nagattawo so ekintu nekibanga kiri complete. Naye tulina abakyala bannange tulina abakyala ng'omusajja agula buli kimu ewaka buli kimu nga yakikola okola ze n'okola naye ne lipstick yamukugulira n'enviiri sente z'enviiri yazikuwa engato yange yakaddiye ensawo essimu nga buli kimu omusajja yakikola sente zo ziba ziraggawo
N'ekimuli yakireese ekyo ku mmeeza.
From the point you have
Abashala, I think sometimes to be mean.
Nze I've always said this. Era nagamba ne one of my feminist friends. Mulimu ba Stella Nyanzi bane nabagamba in a group of writers. Nembagamba there will never be gender equality. Omukyala tasobola kwenkana na musajja.
That's true.
Kyebalina okutusomesa oba ffe okusomesa girls that are below us is to better themselves in a space of a woman. If you're a journalist, instead of fighting to be equal to the other male counterpart, better yourself in that position, do the best you can do.
You can be a better version of yourself.
Exactly. If I am a writer, let me concentrate in being the best of the writers.
Not being better than the man.
You can, God blessed men in a higher ladder. It is very noble. You can't be equal to a man.
That is true, and by the way, earlier we know that. Then
The better for us, for our mental health.
No kumanya how we're going to better ourselves, how we're going to, be women of substances without necessarily trampling on the ego of the men. waliwo wano omusajja agambye mbu lwe tunatandika okufuka nga tuyimiridde wajja okutegeerera nti waliwo omwenkanonkano mukyogerako kyekyo abasajja bagamba nti atubeewanikawanikako nnyo tugamba bye bakola mukisisa.
So it gets back to what Madam Kushaba said. Nti nebokolotya get back home and be that wife.
There is a lady we were talking to in Twali bridal shower. Ngagamba abulirira abakyala n'abagamba nti niwoba gwataddeko yaka niwoba gwasasudde school fees abaana bagambe go and thank daddy. Tomugamba gwe nno tata otakyasasula school fees tubikirire ba daddy.
It takes a lot of grace, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of emotional intelligence, it takes a lot of maturity. But also this is what I have to say to the men. We know that there are days when you will struggle. We know that there are days when you will have no job, for example, or there are days when you will not have money. What do you do as a man? Be supportive. Play a role. Find a role to play around with. Be there. Okay, don't go to the bar to drink with your boys, with your friends, because then physically you're not there. But remember, you don't have the money. You're going to come back home broke. Not even the physical presence telling you, so the children are not even feeling you. The wife is not feeling you. So even when things are not okay, the men, my word to you is be there physically. They will feel your presence. These children don't even know that you don't have the money. But when they see you supporting here, supporting mommy there, then they will, that will, the complementary role of being there for one another is what will make the family.
I also think that if a woman decides to take over the responsibility of a man, the environment you create matters. The environment, omusajja tomujja ate mu kitiibwa kye.
Notandika omulangira.
Tubaweewa, tubassa wansi, and they lose value. You understand? Like you even go in public, you find that the man can't speak. Tukta self-esteem yawe. Oyagala ewaabwe bonna bategere nti gwe yazimba ennyumba omwami yajja makaago. Oyagala ewaabwe bategere gwasasulira abaana. Like if we can create that environment for them to be around, then they will be around. You understand? But then it goes back to men. Baleme funa bujja. That environment, we can create it. Singa tebafuna bujja. Singa tatandika gamba nti ozijja mbasajja bo. You understand? To kill, I don't know.
I do understand that there are men who are like
because
that.
It's a fight.
Yeah.
It's a fight. When a woman starts providing and puts something on the table, there is going to be a fight in the family.
Milka, it is true. There are men who are like that. They get that inferiority complex. Exactly. Nagamba, now this woman is too high. But truth be told, we are women. There are women. Nganero aguze ekibiriti, a matchbox, ajja kirangira omusajja. You who cannot even afford to buy a matchbox in the house, they are there.
Mulimu omukazi nga yewerera lwalifuna ku sente alage ku musajja ono. Era nga lwazifunye bwati ngati gwe kyakwetandika.
Lwatandika okyuka.
Yeah, so omukyala
yakyuka nga balina sente. Was a right to get over sumba musabire sente zibule.
Oh please, you're taking it to another level again. Well, you're taking it to another level again.
When you film eziri eyo mayumba gawe, oli ngagamba nezifuna.
Eyo sala togisabanga, temugisabanga.
Naye kibi omukazi bw'aba asobola okusaba essaala eyo Mukama tuyambe sente zitwala
kiba kigenze wala nga tuli bulungi
emmere tulya bulungi twogera naye olwafuna sente
n'akyuka
nenze omukyalo oyo bw'atyo nnyinza mugamba nti bw'oba olina omuntu n'akyuka nga mwali temulina sente nga mukkaanya mutegeeragana n'akyuka. The best revenge that you can do is adding value to yourself. No, just make yourself better. just follow your dreams, follow your goals, make yourself better. It's just a point of time. That man will come bouncing back to you. Agenda azunge, agende byonna bikole, but eventually akomeo akwegaire. Now at that point akusanga
you're waiting, you're also waiting.
Akusanga value yalinnya nga takyali class wuyo katikati nawe level bawe uyambu sobo genze kundala. So I think the best thing to do is not to revenge. Nti mbu ntulugunyiza leka nange nzifune nange nja mulagako. No, do things for you. And again for me this has helped. I've learned to find value within me. I've learned to treasure the things that I love. I've learned to look deep inside me because I know I was created for a purpose. And that purpose is within you. So whenever you do things for the other person, you overrun expectations. And when that person doesn't meet the expectations, then you're disappointed, then you want to seek revenge and all that. But when you do things for you, there's a way, on course, because you have direction and you have a sense of purpose. And for me, that is what keeps me going.
Okay, but by the end of the day, by the end of the firstly, starting with family. Because we are starting with family, what we can do is to balance between work and your home. When you feel you have an obligation at your job, I have to be at work by 6. Know that at home I have the same obligation to make sure that they prepared food, or I prepared food and I've given that food to my husband. Now putting that as because that will set a record for the family and your work. Like I told you, a stable family is a stable working place. If the home is not stable, work is not stable.
That is true, it works.
Yeah.
It works because like personally, I know I dedicate Sundays, especially Sundays. Weekends, I can have errands here and there, but Sundays are family time. So I won't compromise on work for family. And yeah, just to add on to
another other thing is acceptance. You know, someone told me, people go through a lot of things, but healing starts with acceptance. Chiringo kufirwa. Tinkede kumacha nefirwa. Sister wangi. When you accept that I've lost this person, you start to heal. But if you don't accept, you will wake up every night and start crying. What am I getting to? Let's accept as ladies. Tituli bachala, bali bahami.
Okay.
If you don't embrace that, yes, if you don't embrace that, you will stay in that self-denial. You will want to become a man in your home, forgetting that there is a man in that house.
Bachala muli, do kwambala empale nga Zena, Zena, your parting shots as we wind up.
I can, all I can tell women is be something.
Be something.
Yeah. Don't just be look for something that let's not be over ambitious. Get something within your means. If you cannot go for a degree, go for a certificate. If you cannot be the CEO, at least be the cleaner. But make sure that you're something. There are some skills that do not take too much to learn. If you are a stay-home mother and you can learn baking skills.
Zena, tujja kwogera ku what women can do while at home, like some of the things that they can do to earn themselves money while at home.
Okay, another maybe from that, learn to be patient, learn to communicate, know what you are, and also learn to adjust. Because I can know me, I'm a very aggressive and ambitious woman, but most situations put me in check.
Okay.
Maybe if you don't mind, I can also tell people that since today is Women's Day, you can have a
I am a woman.
I am love.
I am love. It's a poetry collection of around 210 poems.
Tujja kuba tuwongera okutegeera ku bikwata katabaako. Milka, your parting shots.
Nze kyenandyagadde okulekera omukyala alaba Baba TV olwaleero nkiwa oyina by'oyize. Omukyala yenna, much as we are chasing money, twagala kubeera ne ssente, naye ate ekitiibwa ky'omukyala kabeera maka. Omwami muwe ekitiibwa, abaana bakuze nga balaba mami ne ddadi, awo lwojja okuba n'emirembe n'essanyu yonna yonna gy'obeera.
Kale, program gangamuka olwaleero ladies edition oba women's edition in commemoration of Women's Day. Bwetutyo bwe tutambudde naye nga bikyajja ebirala bingi. Baba TV tovaawo. tukuleetera abakyala ab'enjawulo abalina talent ez'enjawulo. Oyagala kulaba ku female DJ bwa scratchinga ebyuma ebyo, oyagala kulaba ku mukyala akola sports, oyagala kulaba ku bakyala abakola ebintu eby'enjawulo, talent ez'enjawulo. Ekinigeria leero mukyala yagenda kikwatamu. Tova ku Baba TV. Banaye munajja mu bank show leero kubanga ladies edition mugenda kujja mutulagemu kujabeerayo ndoza mbiwulidde Baba TV kuba wekumira mbadde Doreen Mwesige program Gangamka. Happy Women's Day to all the women out there. Tubaagala nnyo. Bye bye.